Once you start playing D&D, you may develop an addiction. A dice addiction. I love buying a special set of dice to represent a new character I'm making, or even just purchase some really special individual dice to make my gaming experience really unique. I've ordered some really interesting, unique dice from Artisan Dice in Mesquite, Texas. They specialize in making dice from the most unique and exotic materials available. You won't believe what's in here. Let's open it up. Welcome, adventurers! If you're already a subscriber here, please comment below with some video ideas that you'd love to see on this channel. And if you're new, be sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos about all things D&D. Some of the most unique dice that I have ever found are from Artisan Dice in Texas. They have dice made from wood, stone, bone, metal, all sorts of unique materials. We're going to open up what I've ordered and see what's in here. I've put a link to their website down in the description below, as well as their Instagram if you want to follow them there. Let's open up my order and see what I got. I've had this package waiting for a little while because I wanted to make sure I opened it with you guys. Okay, oh wow. Okay, so right away, the packaging is great. I opened this up and we've already got 3 containers from the 3 different dice that I've bought. I bought 2 individual dice in a set. So I assume the 2 individual ones are in these little tins and that the set is in here. It's in this nice padded foam so that they won't move around inside the box. They don't seem to be labeled. Let me take these out. I know what this big one is. Let's see which one of these is which. The little ones. I believe these are little stainless steel, or at least steel stamped cases. Oh, okay. Nice. So this is the first die I got. This is called the Jack O'20s. Now this was a special holiday themed die that they put out around Halloween time. I think I ordered it a little bit after Halloween, but they still had some left, so I scooped one up. This die, let me see if I can get this out. Oh yeah. Okay, so these are in really cool little tins. The inside has a little map of Texas there, a little shape of the state of Texas. Hopefully that's focusing for you guys. And it says, this die crafted from bison horn. There's a little wooden insert in the other end that holds the die in place. Wow, I've never had any dice like this before, guys. This is so cool. This D20 is made from bison horn, okay? And because it was a limited edition, although they do it every year, it's a limited edition Halloween die. So it has what they refer to as a spooky font, which I really love the font on here. It's very different. It's not like your standard font that's on any other dice. I will put a close-up in here. And then the 20 side, instead of having a 20, I don't know if you can see that. Again, I'll make sure there's a close-up in there. The 20 is an actual little jack-o'-lantern face on the D20 side. Wow, this has really crisp edges. You may be familiar with the fact that there's kind of rounded edged dice and sharp edged dice. This almost seems kind of in between. I don't know if I would call it it seems more sharp edged than the rounded edged dice. But wow, it's very light. I mean, it feels kind of the same weight as a lot of the acrylic dice. But again, this is made out of bison horn. Now, the cool thing that they said about these dice on their website is the numbers on these dice are not painted in. They use laser engraving. And they said the thing about bison horn is when you laser engrave it, first of all, they said it smells really bad when they engrave it, so it makes the whole workshop stink. But once they're finished, it doesn't smell anymore, thank God. But doing laser engraving on the horn itself makes it turn a golden hue. So the numbers on this die are not painted. The golden numbers in the black horn is a result of the laser engraving, okay? That's my first die here from Artisan Dice. That is so cool. I cannot wait to use these in a game. They are so unique. This is the Jacko 20s made from bison horn. Now it did say too that bison horn is usually black with some white and gray marbling, but the one I have here doesn't seem to have any white or gray marbling at all. It's just completely black. And the numbers again look gold. They're not really metallic-y gold. They're like a matte gold, which again is probably from the laser engraving. Very cool. Love this. Can't wait to use that in a game. Put it back in its little container. Get the lid back on. There we go. And it just has a little Artisan Dice logo on the front. Very nice. Okay, let's open. Now that I know which that one is, I know what one this one is. Here's another little individual D20 that I ordered. Oh, I don't actually have the price, I'm sorry, on my Jacko 20s right here because I believe they are sold out at the moment, which means they may be back. I believe they'll be back next year for Halloween time. And this box that I ordered doesn't seem to have a, like a packing list or an invoice in it or anything. So I'll have to go back through my emails and look, and I can let you know how much this bison horn D20 cost me. The other ones I did manage to still look up because they still have some available. This one, can't wait for this one. Okay. So this one, and you'll understand why I smelled it. This D20, this is their Jack Daniel's oak barrel die. This is a D20 that's made from the barrel of a Jack Daniel's whiskey barrel. Okay, and that's why I smelled it, because you can actually smell the whiskey on it. This is really, it's kind of like a medium colored wood. You can tell again the numbers are laser engraved. They don't have any kind of ink in them. They're just engraved down into the wood, and I'll again insert some close-ups. So basically, if you're familiar with Jack Daniel's whiskey, it is aged and stored in a white oak barrel for 7 years, okay, to make the whiskey. Artisan Dice then acquires the barrels to make dice out of for us, which is so cool. Now, I only ordered the D20. This was I believe like a $42 D20, but you can get an entire polyhedral set of these as well. If you get the polyhedral D20s, if you get the polyhedral set, okay, you get a full set, D4, D6, D8, D10, the percentile, D12, D20. One of the things they do when they make Jack Daniel's whiskey in an oak barrel is they char the inside of the barrel to make a smoky flavor to the whiskey. So if you get the polyhedral set, which is in one of the big tins like this, it comes with all those dice that I mentioned, but you actually get 4 D6s, and the 6 side of the D6 is from the charred side of the barrel. So sides 1 through 5 will be like this color wood, but then the side for the number 6 is like a charred wood. So it's dark, almost like black because it's been charred. So cool. You can go check that out on their website. But I thought that was really unique that if you buy the whole set, they use the charred side of the barrel for the 6s on the D6s. This is just the D20. Smells like a Jack Daniel's whiskey barrel. Awesome. Cannot wait to use this in a game. Gonna put that right back inside this little container here. These are some pretty specialty dice that I will likely not store in a dice bag with all my other dice, but keep them in their special little containers until it's time to play. I will also likely only roll these by themselves, especially things like horn and stone and any precious dice or precious stone or precious metals. You want to roll in a dice tray because they will put dings and nicks and marks in your table. Do not roll them directly like on your dining room table or your game table. Make sure you roll them in a dice tray. And again, you may want to roll them by themselves. You don't want to take a handful of them and shake them up and let them all roll loose in the tray. They're liable to nick each other and things. Okay, so that is 2 out of the 3 things I ordered from Artisan Dice. If all these different kinds of dice can seem a little confusing to you, don't worry, I made a whole video on all the different kinds of D&D dice and what they're used for, and you can find it right up here. The last one is in this big tin. This one's very cool as well. Love that their little Artisan Dice logo is on all the tins. Oh, this one does not want to open. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, so cool. Okay, this set is their Scotch Rocks set of D20s. This is 3 D20s that are made from black architectural grade soapstone. You put these in the freezer and then put them in your glass when you're having a glass of Scotch whiskey, and it keeps them cold. If you are a whiskey fan, you may be familiar with whiskey stones that people will keep in the freezer, made out of stone. They help keep your drink cold as opposed to using ice cubes. As ice cubes melt, they will water down your whiskey, but not stones. That's what these are. This is such an amazing gift for someone who loves D&D and whiskey. Whoop. Now there's a little label here in the interior of the lid. I'll get you a close-up of that. It says Scotch Rocks. These 20-sided dice have been crafted from black soapstone. And it has care in keeping of your Scotch Rocks. Occasionally wetting the dice with mineral oil will help maintain the black lustrous appearance. If you intend to roll these, it's best to use a padded surface, like I just said. So, and then the inside here, inside the tin, this is wood. Also kind of engraved in gold here, it says Scotch Rocks. And has a little state of Texas down here at the bottom. And then it's got a hole that fits each of the D20s. Wow, these are so cool. And you can tell these are heavier because they're soapstone. And again, if you're gonna roll these, I would roll them one at a time onto a padded surface. I wouldn't, say you're rolling something with advantage or disadvantage, I wouldn't take 2 closed in my hands and shake them up because they may clunk into each other and chip. But what a unique, interesting gift idea. You can keep these in the freezer and put them in your glass of whiskey. I know I was just on their website this morning and they did mention that there's a few days left for like expedited shipping for Christmas time or the holidays. So that's possible. Or hello, Valentine's Day coming up, or like I did, just a gift for myself. Do me a favor, adventurers, if you're loving this video, could you just go ahead and hit that like button, give us a thumbs up. It helps us out a lot and helps more friends to find us. Thanks so much. Just to let you know some other things about Artisan Dice, some of the other things they have, again, they're linked to their website and their Instagram, if you want to check that out too, will be down in the description below. But they make dice out of some amazing materials. You saw I had the Jack Daniels one that was made out of wood. Well, they have dice made out of walnut, maple, cherry, and all sorts of other exotic woods that I've never heard of that are other locations on the planet that they source these from. They're beautiful. They have metal dice made from things like steel, brass, bronze, copper, and aluminum. They have stone dice made from things like malachite, jade, turquoise, jasper, and even amber. They even have other types of horn or animal products, like I have the bison horn, Jacko 20 there, but they also have dice made out of reindeer horn, deer antler, mammoth ivory, gator jawbone, and moose poop. Yes, they have dice made out of moose poop. A few of their other amazing types of specialty dice that are on my wish list. They have a almost $800 set of oversized dice made out of bogwood that feature a bronze inlay of Celtic knotwork. Absolutely amazing. And they have an almost $300 D20 made out of human bone. These were people that donated their bodies to science after they passed away, and they were able to acquire some of the bone to make some D20s. Artisan Dice has some truly unique, amazing dice. I highly recommend you go check them out. If you're not sure what to get your special someone from Artisan Dice, don't worry. They also have gift cards, and even those are unique. Their gift cards are laser cut out of wood veneer. Very cool. My next set of dice that I'm dying to get from Artisan Dice is their hops dice. They're sold out right now, but hopefully they will have more soon. If you are a lover of D&D and a lover of beer or craft beer, they have a set of dice that is made out of hops set in clear acrylic, and it has a copper inlay for the numbering. They look so cool. That's my next set of dice from Artisan Dice. Now it's time for our epic question of the day. Let me know in the comments down below if you own a set of specialty dice from somewhere. And I'm not talking about the $10 sets that you can buy from Chessex down at the game store, but I want to know if you have an amazing set of dice that you've gotten from an amazing company that makes true artisan type dice. Let me know down below the dice you have, and if you can, include a link to their website so I can check them out. If you enjoyed this unboxing from Artisan Dice, make sure you check out my whole playlist full of unboxing and reviews, and now go have an epic adventure.